Hey there, today I'm going to teach you how to draw Sofia the First. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the eye. So let's start with one side and we're going to do a arch. Okay, so from the outside of the eye to the inside, we'll do an arch just like that. Okay, and then on the bottom I'm just going to do a shallower arch or curve like so, just to finish that off. And inside I'm going to draw her pupil, but her pupil isn't round, it's kind of oval. So we'll draw sort of an oval shape that gets tucked under that eyelid, just like that, okay? Then I'm going to draw a circle to one side for the highlight. And on the inside, I'm going to draw a slightly smaller oval and just color that in for the inner part of her pupil, okay? Then she's got some eyelashes, so we'll start around here. And we'll do a couple curls. So let's do 5 little curls just upward like that, okay? Now, her eyes are sort of spread apart, so right around here, I'm going to draw the second eye, okay? So let's put a point here. I want to try to make sure that that inside of the eye is at the same level as this one here. So let's start here and do an arch, okay? Just like that, okay? And then we'll do a shallower arch for the bottom eyelid, okay? Now let's go and do a similar oval for her pupil. Kind of looking off to the side, like that. Do another highlight circle. And then we'll color in a darker inner part of her pupil, just like so. Okay. Then from here we'll do some eyelashes. So count 1, 2, 3, 4 little eyelash curls. Okay. Now her nose is quite small and it's sort of higher up in her face. So just around here is where her nose will be. So sort of use my finger as a guide, and I'm going to draw a little curve just like that for the tip of her nose. And then from here I'm going to draw just the side of the other nostril. I'll draw a little curve like that for her nostril on this side. And then just for the outside of the nostril, I will draw a curve just like so. And for her mouth, I'm going to start with a curve that goes up from the corner. So I'll make a mark here. So to here, to here. I just want to make sure that I get on either side of that nose. And then I'll draw a curve like that. Okay? And I'm going to put a couple smile lines. So let's cap off the ends with a little line. And then for her lip, on the top side, I'm just going to kind of come up high and then come back down. And then from here, I'm going to do a curve that kind of comes down for the bottom of the lip. And then we'll thicken that up with another line. Okay, it just sort of tapers off on the sides. Let's draw her teeth. So I'm going to come in here, draw a line like that. And then I'll put in a curve for her tongue and color in the inside sides right here, like so. Okay? And from this point, I want to kind of get the shape of her head. So I'm going to start with the side and the upper part of her hair. So let's just kind of get in an indication of where her hair will be. So it kind of curls in towards her face and then around her upper side of her face. So start with the side. So in, I'm going to come around the eye and then curl back up just like that. Okay? And so for her bangs, kind of comes around, down, and then curls in, just like so. Okay? So from here I can sort of figure out, okay, well that's how wide her face is going to be. So let's go ahead and put in her cheek. Okay? So here I'll do her forehead going into that eye, and then I'm going to curl this cheek around, so. Now our chin's going to be kind of around here, so I'll start with the chin, come up, and connect that point, just like that. And then for her jaw here, I'll just create a curve and connect that chin right like that. Okay? And now I'll probably go in and do an eyebrow, so I'll do a curve above this eye, just like that. Okay? And then I'll thicken that up, sort of near the inner side of the eyebrow. Just like so. And this eyebrow kind of gets covered by this hair. It'll probably peek out on one side, just like so. So there's her face. And I'm going to continue with her crown. So I'm going to draw a curve for her crown. So from here, I'm going to draw a curve just like that. Okay? And then I'm going to thicken that up. So I'll put a straight line on one side. And I'll taper that to a point on this side here. And for her tiara, we'll do a straight line down the middle, okay? I'm going to put a little gem that looks like an upside down sort of teardrop, okay? From here, now you can make probably any kind of shape you want for this crown. I'll just do a couple shapes like so. And then here I'll probably curl one side this way and one side like this. Okay, so I'll curl this way and do a little curl like so. Okay, and then from here I'll probably do a couple decorative things, like maybe I'll thicken this line up like so. Okay, I'll try that again. So come up and we'll finish this curl like that. So just a basic tiara. Then from here I'll continue with the hair. So here I'll probably go around into this hair, and then this I can just kind of curl back into the face. Okay? Now up here is where the part of her hair is, so I'll put a point here, and I'll kind of come in and get it tucked in behind that tiara. So just do that, and then that'll come back around in the front here. Okay? Then from here, it kind of bulges out and out again. Okay? And I'll continue this hair down, so curl back up like so at the end. I'm going to come in like this, and I'll finish off the hair kind of like that. Okay, and you can go back and draw more lines if you want to create more layered hair. But for this drawing, I'm just going to draw some simple shapes. So I'll do like sort of an S shape for the side of her hair on this side. Okay, so now here, I'm going to draw her shoulder. So let's go in and draw a curve like so. Okay, and then for this is the side of her neck. So here is where her neck will be on the other side. And I'm going to draw her shoulder. So we'll go like so. Okay, and for her sleeve, I'm just going to do a little curve like this. And then I'll do the other side of her shoulder like that. Okay, now she's got a couple necklaces, so I'm going to put a big pendant here. So starting sort of in the middle, I'm going to do sort of a teardrop shape or a raindrop shape. Okay, and I'll thicken that line up again. And then there's a chain that comes along this way. So I'm going to draw a curve from here towards that point, and then from here towards that point in the neck and shoulder. Okay, and I'll thicken that line up as well. So I'll do a double thickness line, just like that. Okay, and then for her dress, her collar kind of comes out around here, so I will start somewhere around here. I'll come underneath that necklace and then continue over the shoulder, just like that. Okay, and then for her chest, come in like so. Now I'm just going to draw in her arms and then just a bit of her dress, and then so you can see where this drawing is going. So for her bicep, I'm going to do 2 lines coming down, and then for forearm, I'll just kind of come across the body, and then this is the top of her hand. Okay, and I'll finish the fingers off, but before I do that, I'm going to draw the rest of her forearm, like so. Okay, now for her hands, I'm just going to do a simple hand, so I'll curl around, and I'll draw 1 finger here, and we'll do an overlap thing. So we've got 2 fingers, and I'll tuck in the 3rd finger behind that, and here's where her 4th finger is. Okay, I can go ahead and finish off this chest. And then for this shoulder, I'm going to finish off the bottom of that cuff on her sleeve. Her arm goes underneath this hand. Okay, now here's her elbow joint. Okay, and here I'm just going to draw fingers. So 1, 2, and again I'm doing the overlap again. 3, 4. Okay, and then her dress kind of spreads out here, so I'll draw curve one way this way and the other this way. And then she's got like some string beads that kind of come across here. So I'm going to imagine a curve, and I'm just going to draw a series of circles. And this is kind of like pearls along this imaginary line, like so. Okay, and then it'll come across this way too. So imagine a line and just draw circles along that imaginary line, just like that. Okay. And then for her dress, I'll do a little bit of detail here. So come down, do a swirl, back up. And for her hair, maybe I'll just do a couple lines here. So let's do a couple lines like so, just to show some layers. This. Show some lines here. Like that. And And I think that's it. So there we go. There is Sofia the First. Thanks for watching.